And well, dear viewers, welcome to yet another brand new episode of your show Youth Club. And well, today we are going to be discussing one of the most important aspects of today's generation. We are going to be conducting a program based on what is it that the youth like to be informed about. However, we're going to be going in depth and more about all of that. Today is going to be a very interesting discussion as we are going to be promoting and advocating for an amazing campaign which Hana is going to be telling you all about. So, Assalamu alaikum Hanan, how are you doing?
Assalamu alaikum salam. Well, I'm pretty good. How are you? Well, as Nihad said, we have a great topic to talk about tonight. But before we go and talk about that in details, I would like to welcome our two guests here, Amal and Sadqad. Miss Amal, how are you? How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
You're good. And how about you, Sadqad?
Great, thanks a lot.
Can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Trad Bahabri. I'm a student in Canada studying computing science. Also, I'm a social activist in youth development and education, as well as I'm in the consultant administrative board of Noon Electronic Club, which is why we are here today.
Yeah, that's right. You wanted to say something?
It's my pleasure to be with Noon. It's a great group. They talk about experience from their educations.
Noon and Amal there are a new friendship between them. She is the newest member in Noon and on the administrative board, and I hope she has a very great potential for us, inshallah.
Inshallah. Can you tell us more about Noon?
Noon, it comes from the Quranic verse called Noon wal qalami wa ma yasturun. The explanation of and interpretation of this verse explains that how knowledge and successful experiences should be supported and should be spread out. And this is where the idea came from. So what we are trying to do is we want to share success, to encourage other individuals who are struggling during their studies, who are struggling during their experience in life, but we are specialized in academic experiences.
And how do you do that?
Now, throughout history of Islam, all the knowledge and experience has been written in books. And now we are in a new modern civilized era of time. We're using technology as a way to make everything in our chips. So we gotta use technology as a video. For example, you've seen now lots of YouTube channels and lots of people who are trying to record themselves sharing ideas, commenting, criticizing.
Anything they feel.
Exactly. So what we're doing through Noon, we are in less than 5 minutes. We're going to ask any individual who has any successful experience to record himself and to share this successful experience by teaching us 5 important elements. What are the experience? How we can approach this successful experience? What are the advantages and disadvantages? And finally, what is the recommendation from your own perspective? And everything is credible instead of word of mouth, because sometimes when you have lots of information, people base their experience in their own experience. They might not be successful for others. So we gotta make sure all the information is credible and suitable for any viewer who learn from this.
That's a very good thing. Well, mashallah, I hope you will get the best result out of these videos.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I guess we have something. We have a break. The video that you made, we'll go with it and don't go anywhere.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نون والقلم وما يسطرون.
نون نادي إلكتروني لكل الباحثين عن النجاح.
بدايتنا كندا.
أعضاءنا المبتعثين والمبتعثات في كل مكان.
رسالتنا بالنجاح.
وفكرتنا 5 دقائق.
5 دقائق في قسم هذا تخصصي. شاركنا فيها بتخصصك وتساعد فيها محتار يختار.
5 دقائق تشاركين فيها تجربتك في جامعتك، ميزاتها، عيوبها، القبول فيها والنجاح فيها.
5 دقائق تشاركنا فيها بخبرتك في معاهد اللغة اللي مريت بيها، تنصح بيها ولا لا وليش؟
5 دقائق تشاركنا فيها إنجازك، تحفز فيها الناس إنها تتميز مثلك.
5 دقائق تشاركنا فيها تجربتك في دورات تطوير الذات وورش العمل والمهارات.
5 دقائق تشاركنا فيها الملحقية بتوجيهاتها ورسائلها لكل المبتعثين لتقرب بين كل مسؤول وكل من يبحث عن إجابة.
في نون مشاركتك وتسجيلك ونقاشك صدقة جارية بإذن الله في نشر العلم.
في نون تسجيلك بفيديو قصير من لابتوب، من كاميرا أو حتى من جوال، تسجيلك بكلمة، بصورة، بملف.
فكرة بسيطة وما راح تنجح إلا بمشاركتنا كلنا.
زورونا في الموقع Nooon.ca. زوروا الموقع وشاركنا نجاحنا.
And yes, we're back with the video. Is there anything?
Well, definitely. The video was basically, I would say it's an introduction for all of the viewers who have just tuned in order to understand what is this program all about, what is this website all about. From what I understand, I believe it is an open blog for everybody to just come in and share their successes and perhaps learn from one another. It is another way of interacting, and I would say it is like an extensive idea coming out of the minds of our fabulous Saudi youth to actually come up with something like this, to bring the leaders of our generation up front for everybody to know and meet. But coming to you, sir, I would like to ask you as to who is the founder of this website, who came up with this brainchild, which is like definitely an immaculate idea.
So the founder of Noon is Dr. Nezar Bahabri. He used to be the representative of Saudi student in British Columbia, Vancouver, Canada. And it was the beginning of Noon, like it was just like in a dream. We were talking about something that can maintain more than 10,000 students all over the world, more than 120,000 scholarship students.
Wow.
So it's like when we start talking about it, it was like a simple dream, and we wished it became true. Within 6 months, dream became reality. Thank to Allah, alhamdulillah. After that, to the great team we have from individual brothers and sisters. For example, here you see Amal. Amal now, she's the newest member we have. We've been contacting through online before we come here, and now she is officially a member of Noon. As well as we have lots of brothers and sisters in Canada, US, new members in UK, and now our mission within our target in the next 2 months, we have a new member here in Saudi. We want people to participate because success, it's everyone's right.
That's right.
Absolutely. I would also like to ask you, out of my curiosity, as to what are the age group that you are targeting in order to be getting the success stories from? Can, let's say, a kid from the age of 12 to 14 join in, or does it need to be like a grown-up teenager who is, let's say, going through the secondary school semester, as in to have like a fabulous success story?
We have two main groups. We are planning to build a new generation of youth. They are knowledgeable and they know what they want. So the main first group are the people who gonna share their success through the website, and those who are currently studying in undergraduate studies, graduate studies, university, so they're gonna share their success. Those people need to share their experience with others in order to reach to the goal and the target together. And the other group are the new youth generation. We want them when, for example, when I graduated from high school, I was looking at what should I study.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
I just graduated.
Yeah, I have a great ambition, I have a great potential, but I didn't know what should I study.
Which major? Yeah.
Yeah, what major, what university, where should I go, where should I apply? Well, that's the whole point. In this website, we're gonna find people from all over the world talking about their experience. If you're now looking for a new major to specialize in, you're gonna find people from different majors. Medicine, media, you're gonna find people in engineers, computing sciences, mathematics. All of these students are talking about what they are major. You're gonna find the video, 5 minutes, talking about, okay, my major is mathematics, the courses you are expected to take is those courses, and the experience you should be prepared for are these, his recommendation, advantages and disadvantages. And at the end, he will also give you a very good tip, what is the industry needs when you go to this major, what you are expected when you graduate, what type of job you can get, and what titles. All these information, very concise, straightforward to the point in 5 minutes, and it's credible because we check all the videos and we approve it to make sure all the information in it are correct.
Right, yeah.
Excellent.
Which is very good. I'm sure a lot of students like me that just graduated, they're looking at the same thing, so that's a very good idea to like you need that someone to tell you about what major they used to study, and how did their life just went after that, and so on.
Exactly. So also, it's also good. We have another category like I'm special in success.
I'm sorry for like cutting what you want to say, but that is the thing, that I don't want to like go to a major that everyone is studying. I want to be like something special. I want to study something that I can, let's say, shine with that thing, but I can't find it.
To be honest,
till now,
you didn't have, like, in order to be special, you don't need to be different. You only need to be good at what you're doing. This is how people get special. And you're gonna find people who are gonna teach you how to be special in many famous majors. You can find many people studying the same thing, but special people, they pop up. Why? Because they're good at it. They're not genius. They just love what they do. Another thing, it comes from our religion, Islam. When someone dies, there are three things that doesn't die. The first thing is an ongoing donation, and then a science can people benefit from, and the last thing, a good child that prays for him. So through Noon, you can maintain two from these. The first one is the ongoing donation. Every single individual gonna watch the video and benefit from and learn, all the good deed will go to you. The second thing is, this is an actual science. All science is based on experiences. So the experience people can also learn and benefit from. So inshallah, the ajr will never stop.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
That is truly an amazing point of view to look at the entire website, because it is only a website if you see it from the upfront. However, going into details as to how you mentioned it, it definitely seems like a bigger dream. It's a bigger ambition, and it is like basically just to help the future generations, to help the current generations, because at the moment, I believe every single youngster who's coming out of college or even getting into high school, they are confused. Because right now we are prone to so much in the world. Everything looks amazing, everything is fabulous, everything gets you a lot of money once you graduate finally, and everything requires work. So how is it that you're supposed to be finding your talent is the biggest question, and they are actually answering that, which I believe is definitely going to be helping a lot of people. But with this, I would also like to ask you as to how is it that you have seen, like now you're saying that you have success stories, correct? So is there any videos or any blog for those people who have seen your videos, benefited from that, and have written their success story over it?
Actually, we do. We had in 2010 two major events. We had the event in Vancouver, and the other one was in Toronto. Between two events, we had graduate students out of success. So the first one we had, like, because there's spread words that studying, it's hard, especially when you go to another country. You need to adapt, you need to mingle into the culture, so it's not easy to get going and very smooth. So what we did is, in this event, me and my team, and thank to Allah and them, because if we didn't work as a group and as a big team, and Amal is one of them, we wouldn't even reach the target, because we had to bring the most Canadian famous universities, and then we brought all the English schools, and then we also brought all the people who had successful experience to give workshops how to become successful in their field. And those workshops are certified from the Cultural Bureau and the Embassy and the High Minister of Education. And also I would love to thank the Cultural Bureau for their support, because when we started, nobody knew what is Noon, and they believed in us, and they gave us a great opportunity to see the light.
It is just truly amazing how a bunch of Saudi students go ahead in a foreign country and make such a fabulous foundation stone for not only themselves but also for so many people. And I believe there are no restrictions with the nationalities and the religions, because it is all about our generation. That's about it, correct?
But what's special is, that's a good idea, but what's special is what brings us all together. We are all Saudis, and before Saudi we are all Muslims, and the whole idea is to help our brothers and sisters in whole Middle East. Our main target now, in the next 2 years, inshallah, Noon will be the biggest academic outsheet